Hello there, my amazing Americans. Today is Tuesday, March the 23rd of 2021. What do you think we're working on in social studies today? We will understand American customs and traditions. Yesterday we talked about a holiday that we always celebrate here in America. Do you remember the 4th of what? July. Good job. Today we are done with 4th of July. We have some new customs and traditions to discuss. How will we do that? First, we will practice reciting the pledge to the Texas flag. Then we will research facts about Veterans Day on Pebble Go to explain why we celebrate. Ooh, I like to celebrate. Do you celebrate this day in red? Say it with me. Veterans Day. One more time. Veteran. Do you know what a veteran is? Yes or no? No, I did not say veterinarian. Not the doctor taking care of the puppies and the kitty cats. Today we're talking about veterans. One more time. Veterans. And we have to understand, why are we celebrating veterans? Why is this important to know? We will understand why Veterans Day is an important holiday. Do you know when is Veterans Day? How do we celebrate Veterans Day? What do we do? Why do we celebrate it? Today we have to figure out the answers to those questions. And first, we have the pledge to practice. We already did the pledge to the American flag yesterday. Today, it's all about the great state of Texas. Just like the pledge from yesterday, for Texas, we also have to stand up and put our right hand on our heart. Look at your two hands. Where's your right? And put it on your heart. Step 2, stand up. Make sure your headphones are still on so you can hear. And we're going to say it together. Are you ready?
The Pledge of Allegiance to the Texas state flag. Honor the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee.
I pledge allegiance to thee.
Texas, one state under God.
Texas, one state under God.
One and indivisible.
One and indivisible. Nice job. How short was that? Let's do it again.
The Pledge of Allegiance to the Texas state flag. Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee. Texas,
one state
under God. One and indivisible. You can come back and practice anytime you want the pledge to the Texas flag. But now we're moving on to what's today's holiday? Veterans Day. Let's learn on Pebble Go. When is it? What do we do? How do we celebrate? And why do we celebrate? Ears on? Eyes on your screen? Here comes the facts. What
is it? People in the United States celebrate Veterans Day on November 11th. Veterans Day honors veterans. Veterans are people who served in the U.S. military.
We already found 2 answers to 2 questions. When is Veterans Day? Check out this date, November 11. What's the date? It's already passed back in the fall. But every year we celebrate Veterans Day on November the what? 11. Good job. Who do we celebrate? The veterans. What are veterans? People who served in the U.S. military. Look at the picture. That's a veteran. Click on the military word.
Military. The armed forces of a state or country.
We have lots of armed forces in our country. Some are in airplanes, some are in boats, some are marching on land, but they are all part of the U.S. military. So on November the what? 11th, we are honoring anyone who served in the military. But what does it mean to honor them?
Honor. To give praise or show respect.
Show respect. Let's learn how can we show respect on Veterans Day to all of these veterans. This is a veteran in a Veterans Day parade. He's saluting and he has a flag. Look on his uniform. What are all of those? Wow, he must be a very brave veteran.
The first Veterans Day. President Dwight Eisenhower named November 11th as Veterans Day in 1954. This holiday honors veterans who fought in wars and served in times of peace.
We already looked at the word honor. We know what veterans are. But here it's important to know we're honoring all veterans who fought in the war or served in times of peace. We're not always at war with other countries, but if people signed up to be a soldier and they were prepared to fight in the war in case we had to fight, we honor them too. Anyone who ever served in the military deserves our respect if they went to war or if they didn't. The very first ever Veterans Day was in the year 1954. That was like 75 years ago. So we've been celebrating Veterans Day for a while now, thanks to this president who created the day for a holiday for the whole country, President Dwight Eisenhower. He made it an official holiday.
Sharing their stories.
Hey, that looks like you guys. How can we share
Pebble
stories?
Go. Some veterans visit schools on Veterans Day. They talk to students about their work in the military. Veterans have helped people in the United States and other countries.
Check out that picture. Here's a veteran. She's a girl, and she's gone to visit this classroom of students. They're reading a book together. She's answering their questions and telling them about what did she do when she served in the military. Have you ever met somebody in a uniform like this? Do you know anyone in your family who has served in the military? If you do, you should talk to them. First, say thank you. Then, second, ask them some questions. What was it like? What did you do? It's a very hard job. We are thankful that they do it. Let's go on to find out how to celebrate.
Celebrating Veterans Day. Many people watch parades on Veterans Day. Some veterans give speeches. People often fly American flags on Veterans Day. Some visit monuments and graves.
4 ways to celebrate here on this slide. Many people watch parades. Here's a picture of a parade. Have you ever seen a parade before? What is a parade?
Parade. A line of people, vans, cars, and floats that travels through a town.
They happen in all towns, in Austin and Manor and Elgin, and they come through the town marching, people, bands playing music, cars honking horns, and floats. They're not really floating, but they're big, long, moving things people can stand on, dance, and decorate to celebrate something. Here's a parade in this picture. You also see they're flying their flags today in your picture. Make sure you use a United States flag with the 50 stars, not the Texas flag today. And they visit monuments and graves. What's a monument?
Monument. A large structure that honors a person or event.
We've seen the monuments in Texas like the Alamo or the Sam Houston Monument. There's that big, beautiful lady in New York City. Remember her? The Statue of Liberty. You can visit one of these famous U.S. monuments to celebrate this holiday also. The last way is veterans giving speeches.
Speech. A talk given in front of people.
So maybe after all these veterans march, one of them goes up to the microphone and gives a speech to everybody. Says thank you for coming and tells a story. But on this day, you can watch parades, listen to speeches, fly your United States flag, and visit monuments or graves. Graves would be like maybe if you have an uncle or a grandpa who fought in the war, and you can go say thank you now to the cemetery where they're buried. My great-grandfather served in the military, and I can visit his grave site on Veterans Day and tell him thank you. One more slide, then we have a video.
A time to be thankful.
Gotta say thank you.
On Veterans Day, people say thank you to veterans for serving the country. People also remember veterans who died.
So like in this photo, this man, he's an old grandpa now, but back when he was younger, he served for our country. So now everyone goes and tells him, thank you, thank you, thank you for your service. Anytime you see a veteran in his uniform, a boy or a girl, you can go up to them and say thank you for your service. But also the veterans who have died. Like I said, I can go visit my Popsy's grave site. He has now passed away, and I can still tell him thank you, even though he's no longer alive. Think for a minute. Have you ever seen a soldier in the store? Do you know anyone who has a uniform like this? Next time you see them, say thank you for your service. Video time. What do you think is going to happen in this video? Give me your prediction. I see lots of soldiers. I see lots of guns. Here we go. Were they shooting at birds? No. This is part of the Veterans Day celebration. They are here at the cemetery where a lot of soldiers are buried, and they're honoring them by having a moment of silence and shooting a 21-gun salute. Everyone is showing respect to all of the veterans who have died. And this is another way they're at a monument, celebrating and saying thank you. One more time. They're standing out there in the rain. They are showing their bravery, their strength, and saying thank you to all who have served for us and protected us. Now, we have read all of our facts. We've seen the video. It's time to move on to our journal. Come meet me on video 2 with your pencil, with your crayons, and material number 3, journal. 3 things, and let's go get started. See you soon.